Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here, continuing to cook up and break down some of this NBA action. Welcome back to Jay's NBA Jam Session, man. It's Money Making Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. We got a small card, just 4 games, but I'm here to let you guys know my thoughts, opinions, and how I see tonight's action playing out. Last night, I went 2-3 on the premium side. I dropped my NBA Jam Session play of the night. I had the Oklahoma City Thunder Buddies, my favorite money-making team. It's sad, man. Because they won the championship, they are now overrated and overvalued. And it's evident in them laying 18 points yesterday. They're winning by margin. They're just not winning by enough margin, man. We had them laying 18 yesterday. They won by, 14? I did cash with the Rockets. I did cash with the Heat. I lost yesterday with the Thunder, Nuggets, Hornets. So that was my night last night, man. It hasn't been the best 4 or 5 day run for me. As I always am on this show, I'm a 1,000,000% transparent. Tell you what it is and what it ain't. When I'm hot, tell you I'm hot. When I'm cold, I tell you I'm cold. And the last 4 or 5 days, I have not been seeing it all that well. So looking to bounce back, man. I'm like 4 games under 500, 3-4 games under 500 the last 4 or 5 days. So it's not terrible, but got to be better than that. Will be better than that. 4 games tonight. I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts, opinions, and how I see the games playing out tonight. Then we got a huge card tomorrow on the Money Making Friday. I'll have a guest for you on tomorrow's show. Be on the lookout for that, and I'll be a guest on his show today. So should be a fun couple days of hoops coming up, man. Let's break it down. Let's do what we do. We just kick the crap out of the books betting hoops, man. Money Making Thursday. Smash the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm active on Instagram and Twitter all day long. There's a link for both in the description below. And, of course, I have premium plays over at the site. Let's do it. Let's do it. And without further ado, let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get her done. First game on the board. Got the Los Angeles Clippers out on the road facing the Orlando Magic. Magic are 5.5-point home favorites in this one. Total 218.5. I'm taking the better team, playing the better basketball, and that's the Orlando Magic, man. This team has won 4 of its last 5. They've won 8 of their last 10, and they're at home at the crib where over the past couple seasons, we've made a really pretty penny with them. If you know me, you know the Magic are one of my favorite money-making teams. They're finally off the DNB. They've earned their way off the DNB. We had to put them on the list early because of the bad brand of basketball they started to play early season. But they're out of that funk, man. Ever since Desmond Bane hit that game winner, this team has been a different team, monster, and animal, and they're at home at the crib where they're a different team, monster, and animal, where we love betting them. So I see no reason not to take them in this one. I'm well aware Paolo Banchero is out for the Magic. Kawhi Leonard's also out for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Clippers, I just haven't been in love with them. Straight up, man. This team has lost 4 of its last 5. This team has lost 8 of its last 10. They have been competitive ATS on the road recently, but I'm not in love with the competition that they played in this road trip. Boston, Philadelphia, neither team I'm all that high on. I think Orlando's much better than both of those teams and the Clippers right now currently. And I think we see Orlando multiple possession favorites at home in this spot for good reason. So no need to overcomplicate this one, man. Fading the Clippers where on the road where we like fading them anyway, taking the Magic at home where we love betting them anyway, and the Magic are just playing the overall better basketball. Lay the points with the Magic here in our first game of the night. We keep rolling. Next game up, man, we're heading over to Memphis where the Grizzlies are 2.5-point home favorites with the Sacramento Kings rolling in. Total 234.5. I don't like this game whatsoever. Neither team is on the do not bet list currently. There's only 2 teams on the list, the Los Angeles Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks. But if you saw the list that I posted on Twitter the other day, then you would know that both of these 2 teams are on the do not bet list, honorable mention list. They're the only 2 teams on that list. They probably should be on the do not bet list. Only reason they're not on the list is because I don't like betting these 2 teams often anyway. The do not bet list is mainly reserved for teams that I like betting that I need to remind myself not to bet. So, feel me? Both teams are playing a disgusting brand of basketball right now. The Memphis Grizzlies have lost 9 of their last 10. Sacramento has lost 8 of their last 10. The injury reports for both teams is fairly ugly in this game. Memphis is missing their best player, John Morant. He's still out. Jaren Jackson Jr. is on this injury report as game time decision. So something else to keep an eye out on. On the other side for Sacramento, Domantas Sabonis, their best player, is listed as game time decision. Keegan Murray could be making his debut here, but I just don't love this game whatsoever. I'm not in love with betting either of these two teams. Forced to play it. Life was on the line. Jay, you had to make a play. It would be on the Memphis Grizzlies. Reason being is Memphis used to be of that ilk of stupid, dummy, crazy at home, at the crib. That team is long gone. That team pretty much went out the window when they fired Taylor Jenkins. But I think them being favored in this game, in this spot, speaks volume. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So don't love this game. Highly likely that I will have $0 on it. Forced to play it. I think Memphis is the play. We'll see what happens. Keep it rolling. Got the Milwaukee Bucks at home at the crib with the Philadelphia 76ers rolling in. Sixers 2.5-point home favorites. I do think the Philadelphia 76ers are the better basketball team. I don't love the spot for them on a back end of a back-to-back with travel. They got beat up yesterday at home by the Toronto Raptors. This team isn't playing a good brand of basketball right now. They've lost 6 of their last 10 games. Same thing can be said for Milwaukee. They've also lost 6 of their last 10. I'm going to lean towards Philadelphia here, even in the non-favorable spot, which is the back end of a back-to-back with travel following a loss. I'm just keeping it consistent with what I've said on this show a lot this season. I don't like the overall roster for Milwaukee. I don't. I like Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's the main reason why I be betting on Milwaukee. That's the main reason the record looks like it is. He's one of the top 5 players in the NBA. I have him 4 on my list, I believe. 1 Jokic, 2 Luka, 3 Shea, 4 Giannis Antetokounmpo. No Giannis, no Bucks. It's kind of my thought process. I think the 76ers are the overall better collective team. I still want to see more from Milwaukee without Giannis in the lineup. Not a favorable spot to be laying points with the Sixers on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. I understand, but that's the way I am leaning in this one. Keeping on the injury report, I saw Paul George game time decision. I saw Joel Embiid game time decision. So just keep an eye out on it. Kelly Oubre Jr. is out for the Sixers, but I think the Sixers have the overall more collective talent, especially with Giannis out of the lineup. So we'll see what happens. Keep it rolling. Last and final game of the night, we head over to San Antonio where the Spurs are 1.5-point home favorites over the Atlanta Hawks. Total 232.5. No Wemby, no Spurs. That's not the case every night, but I think that's the case tonight. I like the Hawks, man. The Hawks have played a really good brand of basketball, man. This team has turned a new leaf. This team has won 7 of its last 10 games. Keep it on the injury report. I do see Zachariah Risache as game time decision and Kristaps Porzingis. Trae Young is still out for them, but no Trae Young, no problem, has been the case for Atlanta. They are coming off a loss. They did lose to the Detroit Pistons last game out, but again, they've won 7 of their last 10, 4 of their last 5. San Antonio, they're 2-2 last 4. They lost back-to-back at home to Golden State, and then they've won their last 2 over Sacramento, over Memphis. Tonight's going to be their 5th straight home game. They're comfortable at home and shooting in the same rim, same gym. I just think the Hawks are the better team, especially without Wemby on the floor. San Antonio also dealing with a plethora of other injuries. Castle's out, McLaughlin's out, and Harper's out. So no Wemby, no Harper, and no Castle. I think that's too much to overcome. I think the Spurs are slightly overrated, slightly overvalued. Man, the Hawks are playing the better overall basketball. And coming off the loss, I think they come back here and get back to regular scheduled programming. I got the Hawks winning their 5th game in their last 6 games. Give me Atlanta. Straight up on the money line or plus the 1.5 here in our last and final game of the night. All right, ladies and gentlemen, man, that's it. That's all. That concludes another episode of Jay's NBA Jam Session. I appreciate each and every one of you that continue to tune in, watch this show, and watch these episodes. All I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Instagram and Twitter all day long. There's a link for both in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site. I'm always 1,000,000% transparent. This last 4 or 5 days hasn't been the best stretch for me, man. I think I'm like 3, 4 games below 500 last few days. So I got to get back on track, man. And I have dropped my NBA play of the day like 4 days in a row. I dropped it last night. I had the Oklahoma City Thunder buddies laying 18 at home where we loved them. And they won by what, 14? So we know they're slightly overrated, slightly overvalued, man. They're trying to take my Thunder buddies away from me, man. 3 non-covers in a row for the Thunder buddies is insane. But it's because they're now overrated and overvalued, and I gotta realize that, man. I know, I gotta be better, and I will be. Appreciate y'all though, more than y'all know. Let's get back on track. Let's do what we do, which is kick the crap out of the books, betting hoops. Tomorrow, I'll have a guest for y'all here on this show tomorrow, man. So be on the lookout. NBA Cup Day too, huge card, should be a good one. So make sure you're tuned in. Smash the like button for me, subscribe to the channel. See y'all tomorrow. It's been your guy Jay Briggs, man. I'm out of here. Peace.